start opening day this year?
Yeah, as far as I know, that's the game plan and what I've been told. So, Thursday's seems like a long way away, but I got a couple days, but really excited for it.
Talk about what the big league experience did for you, making you the pitcher you are now.
Just learned how to compete, at the highest level, and how to get outs and how to get those guys, that have been playing a long time, out, and different pitch sequences that helped me along the way, helped me grow as a pitcher, and just learning about myself more, how to execute those pitches in those type of situations. And we had a great clubhouse and a lot of guys that been in the big leagues for a long time, so being able to feed off of them and see about how they went out about their business, it kind of helped me in my game.
Was there a moment in the bigs that you realized, I could play here, I belong here?
I think the biggest thing is after my debut, after the very first pitch I threw, it was the same exact game. I just think the biggest thing was a lot more fans. Being on the road in Cincinnati, pitching against my best friend, in my debut, it was something that I'll never forget. But after the very first pitch and the adrenaline cooled off, to me it was the same game, and you just had to. There's not a lot more room for mistakes up there, so you had to learn how to control that and settle in.
Who's your best friend?
Anthony Discofani.
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
Said you growing up with the Toronto with him and coming to Jacksonville with him, and that great year we had. Said, how was that like going against Disco that opening night, man?
It was kind of crazy because I wanted to call him the night before when I knew I was going to Cincinnati, and I think the biggest thing was not being able to tell him right away because we were kind of on a holding pattern, and I saw him probably about 3 hours before the game, and we just talked about it, man. We couldn't believe that we started together in Toronto, and here we are pitching against each other, and that's something that you'll never forget. And for me, let alone just being able to see him out there, on a big league mound, and then me pitching against him was pretty cool.
Is Arnie more demanding than most minor league managers you'd have?
You know what? I wouldn't say more demanding. He has a game plan, and he's had success doing it. And I think that what this organization is trying to do right now, it's really good. I think how he goes about it, it shows us we get our work done, we get in, get out. And that's all you can ask for. And I think from a standpoint of what we've learned from him in a month and a half of being with him and talking to him, he's the type of person that you get your work in, you get your work done, and that's all you can do.
But don't loaf and.
Right, exactly.
Come in and get what you need done, right?
Get everything that you get. Basically, the thing I've learned, you get what you put into it, and you get that work in, and you execute, and it takes over in the game situations.
Whatever level it is, opening day, especially getting a chance to start on opening day, what does that mean?
Obviously it's an honor. For me, this is I think my third opening day start in my minor league career. It's one of those things. Is wherever it is, exactly what you said, wherever it is, it's an honor, but, to me, adrenaline picks up a little bit more just because it's that first game of the year. You have 6 months when you're thinking about the next time you're going to be on the mound facing live hitters, and from that standpoint, I really enjoy it. It's kind of you get out there and set the tone and take the approach from there.
Did you add or significantly sharpen any particular pitch that makes you better for the season?
I think I changed a few minor things delivery-wise to help out with some of those pitches. But biggest thing for me is being able to command my curveball a lot better than what I have done in years past. And I think what I learned from last year, even here in New Orleans and in Miami, is going to hopefully benefit and factor into that.
How would you describe this year's Zephyrs pitching staff compared to the one you started off with last year?
Well, if you look at it, we have a lot of guys that have had big league experience, and I think having that, we understand what the job is and what to do and what our job is every 5 days. And I think we all have a different game plan, but at the end of the day is give the guys a chance to win and go out there and compete for 5, 6, 7, 8 innings as much as we can.
Who do you think will be